Hello friends, so in this video we will be doing first exercise on multiplication, which is exercise 9.2 coming under algebraic expression. So this is our first question and it's about simply multiplication, finding the product of each of the monomials. So our first question here is 4 and 7p. So when you are multiplying 4 and 7p, you know that first you multiply the numbers. So 4 times 7 would be 28 and p times 1 would be p, because you don't have any other variable, right? Here it will be minus 4 times 7 would give you minus 28 and p times p will give you p square, because we have p raised to 1, p raised to 1, right? So p raised to 1 plus 1, which is p raised to 2. And when it comes to this question, it's again minus 4 times 7, which is minus 28. You have p times p, which is p square, and you have 2 times 1, which is q, because you don't have any other q variable here in this first monomial. Clear? This one we have 4 times minus 3, which will be minus 12. Now we have p cube times p raised to 1, so it will be p raised to 3 plus 1, so p raised to 4. So as you can see, what am I doing? I am just taking the exponents and I am adding them, right? And there is no exponent, means it's simply raised to 1. P raised to 1 is p, right? So I am just doing 1 plus 3 in order to get the final answer. Now 4p multiplied 0 will be 0, because you know that any number multiplied with 0 would yield us 0. Clear? Our second question is about finding the area, and we all know that finding area means the formula would be simply length times breadth, right? Because they have asked us to find area of rectangle and they have given us length and breadth. So I have made it into 5 questions. So each question has got a length and a breadth, and we need to find area, which is simply length times breadth. So in this particular question also, we are simply going to find product, right? So first one is p times q, and p times q would be simply pq, right? 10m times 5n. So take the numbers, multiply them. 5 times 10, 50 you will get. M times n would be mn. Yeah. 20 times 5 here would be 5 to the 10. So you have 100. And you have x square multiplied y square, which will be x square y square, because if they are only same variable, you can just add the exponents and do, otherwise you have to just let them be same. Then 4 times 3 here would be 12, x times x square, so x raised to 1, let us make it. So x raised to 1 times x raised to 2, so you have x raised to 2 plus 1, which is 3. 3 times 4, 12, m, you don't have any other m here. Then n, you can see you have n raised to 1, which is when added you get n raised to 2, and then you have p, because there is no other p in this monomial, so it's just 1p. Clear? So I have skipped third question. Third question is again simply completing the table by finding product of two monomials given. It is of similar kind. So question 4, they are asking us to find volume. Okay, they are asking us to find volume, and it's a volume of rectangle. So you know that it is, the formula would be L times B times H, which is length multiplied breadth multiplied height, right? So they have given us length, breadth and height for each of the 4 questions, and they just want us to do the multiplication. Clear? So I have shown in the last video how to multiply when it comes to 3 monomial. Either what you can do is that you multiply first 2, get the product, and then you multiply it to third one. Yeah. So you are making it into one more step before finding the final answer. Or else what you can do is that directly you multiply the numbers and then you multiply the variables separately. So I prefer doing it directly, so I am not going to make it into further step. So let me first take the numbers first and multiply them. So I have 5 times 3, 15. Then I have 7. So 15 times 7 would be 7 times 5, 35. 7 times 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 105, right? So numbers, when I multiplied, I got 105. Now it is all A, right? It is all A that I need to multiply. I'll put 1 here since there is no exponent given for it. So I have A raised to 1 plus 2 plus 4. I'll be adding all the exponents since the variable is same, right? So 1 plus 2 would be 3 and 3 plus 4 would be 7. So I have get A raised to 7. Clear? Again, when it comes to second question, I'll be doing the same. I'll multiply numbers first. So 2 times 4 would be 8 and 8 times 8 would be 64. Yeah. Now I have P times Q times R. All are different. So I have to just list them. P, Q, R, because I cannot multiply them and write any number on top of them because they are not same variable, right? It's different. So I'll just list them as P, Q, R. Now, when I move on to third question here, okay, first I'll multiply numbers. So I have only 2 times 2, 4. Here there is no number, means it's 1. So basically 2 times 2, 4. Now x I have, right? X I have in all the 3 monomials. So let me solve x first. So x raised to 1 and 1 plus 2 would be 3. Again here it is 1. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. So x raised to 4. Clear? So basically you are adding up exponents of x, then you will be solving y. So y raised to 1, y raised to 1. So 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4. So your answer would be 4, x raised to 4, y raised to 4. Clear? Here I multiply the numbers. 3 times 2 would be give me 6. Here all the variables are different. So a times b times c would be simply a, b, c. Understood? So only if your variables are same you can solve them. Yeah. So if it was a, 3a and 4a, then what I can do, I can consider all the a's to be having exponent 1. So that numbers I multiply, I get 12, and a I can simply add up the exponent, which is 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So 12, a raised to 3. Clear? Let's move on to question number 5. It's simply again to find product, right? So the first question, as you can see, there is no constant, right? Like there is no other number, so it's all 1, assumed to be 1. So we need not have to multiply and show it as 1. So let's directly jump into the variable. So as you can see, x exists in 2 monomials, right? And we can see that this is okay. Nothing means you put a 1. So x raised to 1 multiply x raised to 1, which means 1 plus 1 would give you 2. So it will be x square. Similarly, y, if you take, you have y raised to 1 multiply y raised to 1, which is y raised to 1 plus 1, that is y square. And z, you have the same story, z raised to 1, z raised to 1. When you are multiplying, it becomes z raised to 1 plus 1, which is 2. Clear? So this is what you need to do. And here now when it comes to second question, again there is no particular number given. So all are assumed to be 1, right? But you see a negative here. And you know that when it comes to multiplication, how do we do integers is that we simply count the number of negatives that we have. And if we have odd number of negatives, it means your answer should also have a negative sign. And when once you count, if you get positive number of negatives, it means your if you get even number, if you get even number of negatives, it means your answer should be positive. So here if I count the number of negatives, I have only one negative and one is an odd number, which means my answer should have a negative sign. Clear? And here there is nothing else to multiply, all are a. So here there is no exponent, means let me put 1. So it will be a raised to 1 plus 2 would be 3 and plus 3 would give me 6. Okay, so it will be minus a raised to 6. This minus has nothing to do with these exponent. Clear? Because the minus here is for the constant and we assume to all the constant to be 1. So it is simply 1 times minus 1 times 1. Understood? Now if we look into third question, we can see that we have a lot of numbers here, right? We have 3 monomials also given. So let's multiply the numbers first. So you get 2 times 4 8 and 8 times 8 is 64, right? And 64 times 16. So when I multiply all the numbers, I am getting 1024. So I just put them, right? So the number part is over. Now I have all y, which made the calculation more easier, and y raised to nothing means you put a 1 there. Yeah. So I have y raised to 1, 2, 3. I add the exponents. So it will be 1 plus 2 plus 3, which would give me 6. So my answer would be 1024 y raised to 6. Clear? Next question, again I have to multiply the numbers first. No numbers means it's assumed to be 1. So 1 times 2, 2, 2 times 3, 6, 6 times 6, 36. Yeah. A raised to nothing means you put a 1, you put a 1. So a raised to 1 multiply a raised to 1. So a raised to 1 plus 1, which is 2. Right. B also you have 1 here, 1 here. So b raised to 1 plus 1, you get the same, 2. C also same story. You have c raised to 1, c raised to 1, which means c raised to 1 plus 1, 2. Clear? So basically what you are doing, if you have different exponents with same variable, you are simply adding these exponents. Clear? If I want to multiply all these three monomials, what am I doing? I am taking a raised to 3 plus 4 plus 2. Yeah? And that would be my final answer. Clear? So let's move on to our last question. Here we have no numbers, right? But we see odd number of negatives. No numbers means it would be simply 1. So basically 1 multiply minus 1 multiply 1. So odd number of negatives means when you are multiplying, then your answer should also have a negative sign, right? Then we have m. So m, how many m? We have 1. Again a 1 here, a 1 here, right? So we have m raised to 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is m raised to 3, because you are adding them, right? And n if you take, you have n raised to 1 here, n raised to 1 here, so n you have 2. 1 plus 1 would give you 2. And p, you have only 1. So you are just showing it. Clear? So this is how we do simple multiplication of our monomials. So that's it about this video. Thank you for watching. So if you have liked the video, please subscribe to my channel for further videos. You can also share the link with your friends, right? And you can let me know your feedback to comment. So that's it. Bye.